The mechanics of Cassette Beasts are truly amazing and vast. It is hard to cover the scope of these mechanics, but I will try. The mechanics of this game truly lit a fire inside of me. Like when you put these mechanics together, it just makes this game beautiful and it's put a spark in my brain. Shasha, here's a small introduction. You, the player, transported to a completely different world filled with dangerous monsters. A girl then comes to save you, giving you a cassette player which gives you the ability to turn into those monsters. This kind of makes you feel like Ben 10, but we're not here to talk about story, we're here to talk about the mechanics. Cassette Beasts is a monster catcher. In most monster catchers, they have a typing system. This is super effective against this, and this is not very effective against this. Fire will do double the damage to a grass type, and fire will do half the damage to a water type. To change up the type advantage system, this game introduces the chemistry system. Instead of doing double the damage on the type advantage hit, you give the opponent a debuff instead. E.g., if a fire type attacks a grass type, it will give that grass type a burn debuff, meaning it will take damage at the end of each turn. Now, if a fire type attacks a water type, it will give the water type a buff, which will create steam, which will heal that water type over a turn. This system creates a lot of variety during combat. With the chemistry system, creatures are not knocked out too easily by type advantage attacks. That creature still gets a chance to do something, and landing a type advantage hit still feels rewarding. Now let's talk about moves, stickers, and AP. Stickers are the attacks and abilities that you can equip to your forms. You can have up to 8 stickers equipped. This allows for great variety and combinations. And AP is the energy required to use those attacks. AP stands for Artichoke Pomegranate. Just messing with you, it stands for action points. At the beginning of every turn, you get 2 AP. Each of your moves has an AP cost, so you can't use a high AP cost move at the beginning of the turn. E.g., if you had a 3 AP cost move, you would not be able to use it at the start of the battle. So this way, players will have to strategize in using their moves so they can save up for their high AP cost moves. With the AP system, players cannot just spam their most powerful move. Additionally, if you land a type advantage hit, you get 1 extra AP. One thing to be careful of is that you, the player, can take damage. What the frick? The green health bar represents the HP of your creature form, and the red health bar represents the HP of you. If this red health bar gets to 0, then womp, you get knocked out. Even if you have more creature forms that you can turn into, it does not matter, you faint. This will lead to interesting strategies of people trying to take out the player. Then let's talk about fusions. Fusions give you the ability to combine with your partner's creature in game, making a much more powerful creature. When you fuse, all stats are combined, your HP is even higher. You even get access to all of the moves all those creatures could use. So a fusion is able to have access to 16 moves. Not only that, your fusion has an ultimate move that it can do. The only downside to fusion is that instead of getting the usual 2 attacks you were getting, you can only do 1 attack now. And if your fusion form is destroyed, both of those monsters are destroyed. Similar to Ben 10, you scan creatures to be able to use them. This is called recording, and it really makes you feel like you have the Omnitrix. When you record, you go back to your human form and start recording that creature. The success rate of the recording depends on if you or the creature takes damage. When you take damage while recording, your chances reduce, and when you give the creature damage, your chance increases. While recording, be careful because your human form is more susceptible to damage now. This just makes obtaining new forms feel more engaging. In this game, every battle is a double battle, allowing for variety in combats. Because this is a team-based game. One great thing about this game is the level scaling mechanic. Every creature you get, as long as you transform into it, it will be the same level as you. So that means the level of all your creatures will stay constant. With all that being said, Cassette Beasts is an awesome game. It's going to have you trying out new strategies. You'll also find yourself mixing and matching your stickers so you can create some crazy combinations. There's a treasure trove of status effects to uncover the chemistry system. I know I just touched on the battle mechanics, but this game has an amazing story and overworld mechanics. This game is just gonna shine way brighter when multiplayer comes out. Also, I am making a part 2 where I'll discuss more depth in the game's mechanics. I won't just be talking about mechanics only, I'll talk about the strategy involved, I'll talk about multi-hit moves, walls, and predicting your opponent. Alright, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. I like it. Ooh, that did damage. How many times did that hit? What the?